All right, we are starting on our second unit called number theory. It should be really similar to the first unit, just with new topics. So we're going to start with a pretty easy one, dealing with numbers, prime or composite. It's something that you've seen before, but we're going to take it to a different level. A composite number, we'll start there on the bottom, can be made by multiplying two or more numbers. So an example of a composite number would be 6, because 6 is equal to 2 times 3. We call these factors, run out of space here, factors of 6. Okay, and a prime number only has one and itself as factors. So an example of a prime number is my favorite number, 47, because 47 can only be made by 1 times 47. Okay, so that's a prime number. 6 is an example of a composite number. So we got to ask ourselves, are these numbers composite or prime? So for 4 can be made by 2 times 2. So I know that it's composite. Okay. 9, that can be made by 3 times 3. So that's also composite. 17, though, on the other hand, can't be divided by 3, can't be divided by 4. The only way we can make that is 1 times 17, so that makes it a prime. Okay. So on the right side, you don't have to write that down for each of these, but it helps. 42, well, that's 7 times 6, so that is composite. 81, 9 times 9, so that's also composite. And 34, this one gets a little tricky, but with these types of numbers, if it's even, you can always do 2 and whatever that number times 2 is. So 2 times 17, that makes this composite. As you can see here, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 composite numbers and only 1 prime. That's because there usually will be more composite numbers than prime. Composite are easier to make than prime numbers are. So I want you to try these on your own. Tell me if they're prime or composite. 13 is prime. 21 is composite, 7 times 3. 94 is even, so we know that's composite. 99, that one gets a little trickier, but it is composite, 3 times 33. So that's composite. 102 is even, so composite. 201. Now, for that one, let me think. Let's try 201 divided by 3. So that's 6. 18, 21, 67, 3 times 67. That's a tricky one, but it is composite. 67, that one I know is prime. And 91. Can't. Let's try 7. Seven times 13, so that is surprisingly composite. So there you go for those. A lot of times it just takes trial and error type of stuff. Just kind of work your way. Divide by 2, divide by 3, divide by 4, and that type of thing. And you get used to it as you go. So our next step is what we call prime factorization, which means breaking down the factors as far as we can. I call this the tree method because you build it out like a tree. What we do here is we pick 2 pairs of factors. Doesn't matter what pair. I'm going to pick 3 and 4. Okay, and now I've broken 12 up into 3 and 4, but I also need to break this down farther. 4 can be broken down to 2 times 2. And so the prime factorization for 12, this is how we write it. 12 equals 3 times 2 times 2. And that right there is the prime factorization. Okay? So for 36, lots of different ways we could do this. Oh, one other thing to note, the prime factors are the ones that are on the ends of the tree. So I forgot to mention that, ends of the tree. So for this one, we could break this up into 6 and 6, or we could do 2 and 18. It'd give us the same thing. So then 6 can be broken up into 2 and 3. So we know those two are factors. The 6 can also be broken up into 2 and 3. So those are also factors. So 36, prime factorization is 2 times 2, times 3 times 3. And you can write that really any way. It doesn't matter. Okay? So I'm going to show you one more, and then I'll have you practice. 76 is a little bit trickier. Because it's even, I'm going to immediately bring out a 2. And that's always going to be the simplest method. 2 times 38. Yep, that's correct, because 30 times 2 is 60. 8 times 8 is 16. 60 plus 16 is 76. We can break this up into 2 again. And this is 19. 19 is prime, so we can't break it up. There's our factor, 2, 2, and 19. So 76 equals 2 times 2 times 19. And that's our answer. Okay? Sometimes they'll write this as 2 squared times 19. And we'll talk more about that when we get to exponents, which is later in this unit. So try these two on your own. See what you get. Okay, for this one, should be nice and easy. 2 times 31. So 62 equals 2 times 31. And that's it. 82, on the other hand, is 2 times 41. I think 41 is prime. So that one's also pretty easy. 82 equals 2 times 41. How are we doing on time here? 7 minutes? I think we got time for one more. Try this one on your own. Okay, this one will be a little bit trickier. And I just realized we've already done this one as well, but it's still good practice. That's how I did it before. You could also do it like this. And so the answer either way is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, or something similar. Now, if you wanted to check your answer, all you would have to do is multiply that back out. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. And if you did it correctly, you'll get that right answer. All right, the assignment is posted on the website.